Our advocacy campaign, The Silence We Share, serves as a poignant digital intervention on TikTok designed to dismantle the persistent stigma surrounding mental health. By strategically weaving together a symphony of multimodal elements, from the jarring transition of chaotic audio to hopeful silence, the visual shift from cold, isolated tones to warm, inclusive colors, we create an immersive emotional journey that resonates the fast-paced reality of digital natives. Together in this campaign, Rashid Montalban, Mara Jane Amagna, Usher Carl De Castro, Rodney Meperano, Colson Maglasa, Adam Smith Uberes. Together, we will give our voice for mental health awareness and TikTok advocacy. Imagine a world where your voice is silenced by the weight of expectations. You scroll through your phone, seeking a connection, a sign, or just a reason to keep going. In the digital world, a single 60-second video can be the difference between feeling invisible and feeling heard. We are not just looking at an app. We are looking for a lifeline.
This is the power of multimodal communication. It's more than just pixels on a screen or sound through a speaker. It is a symphony of human emotion expressed through technology. Today, our group will peel back the layers of TikTok mental health advocacy campaign titled The Silence We Share to understand how digital elements breathe life into a message that the world desperately needs to hear.
Content we selected is a viral advocacy clip that addresses the stigma of seeking therapy. It features a sequence of rapid cuts, transitioning from a chaotic, noisy environment to a serene space. The digital sample is a prime example of how advocacy has shifted from traditional posters to immersive, fast-paced storytelling that meets the audience exactly where they are on their mobile screen.
Let's break down the linguistic and visual modes that make these contents so gripping. Linguistically, the creator uses internal monologue captions, short, punchy sentences like "I'm fine" that eventually shatter into "I need help." These word choices create a raw, honest tone. Visually, the typography changes from a shaky, distorted font to a clean, stable sans serif. The color grading shifts from a cold, desaturated gray to warm, vibrant tones, visually representing the journey from isolation to recovery.
Moving to the audio and gestural modes, the impact becomes more profound. The audio begins with a sensory overload, sound effect overlapping voices and static, which suddenly cuts to a heartbeat and the silence. This use of silence is a powerful communicative tool. Gesturally, the creator's body language evolves. They begin hands, shoulders, and avoided eye contact. But as the message progresses, they square their shoulders and look directly into the lens, establishing a parasocial bond of trust with the viewer.
Finally, we look at the spatial mode. The arrangement of elements on the screen is intentional and strategic. The helpline information is positioned at the top of the frame, ensuring it is the last thing the viewer sees as they scroll, while the creator stays in the lower center of the frame to appear grounded and accessible. So this layout ensures that the most critical information, the call to action, is never lost in the visual clutter of the platform's interface.
The true magic happened in how these modes interact. The meaning is not found in the words alone, but in the way music swells exactly when the text changes color. A synchronized attack on the sense designed to trigger empathy by combining the gestural vulnerability of the creator with the audio intensity of the track. The content engages the audience on an emotional level that a simple post text never could.
Is it effective? Absolutely. The communication succeeds because it uses the linguistic hashtags to reach the right community while using visual transitions to keep the viewers from scrolling away. It constructs a meaning of hope by showing, not just telling, that a shift in perspective is possible. It transforms a lonely digital experience into a shared human moment.
To summarize, our analysis reveals that the strength of digital advocacy lies in its multimodality. When sound, sight, and space work together, the message becomes unavoidable. And we have learned that in the digital realm, every pixel and every pause has a purpose.
Our team realized that we often consume content passively, but through this project, we see the hidden craftsmanship behind every viral video. Communication is no longer just about speaking, it's about designing an experience.
We have come to understand that technology, when used with intent, can bridge the gap between people. It turns a screen into a mirror and a stranger into a supporter.
As we conclude, we challenge you to look closer at your feed. Behind every light and every sound is a message waiting to be decoded. Thank you for joining us in this analytical journey.